I think we are going to pour our own coffee this morning. It's only fitting. Where I'm at, there are no local coffee shops. At least that I know. There could be. I don't know. I think it's just fitting to pour my own coffee this morning. Looks like it's only fitting for where we're going, huh? Looks like it's New England coffee chocolate cappuccino. Hey, why not? Now, I didn't buy this in New England because I haven't been there yet. But hopefully this is good coffee. Just got it from the grocery store, so we shall see. Coffee pot. Let's break this puppy out of here. Ain't nothing to this. Gas water kettle. I love this thing, man. It works. That's why I like it. It's simple, to the point. We're gonna plug her in. Pour just enough water, what you want in this cup here. The trusty old coffee cup. We'll pour it in here. Put our stevia in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a little bit for boost. Good old stevia. Doesn't get any better than that. I tell you, I am so glad, and I mean so glad, I'm able to find a sweetener as a good alternative to sugar. Because boy, I tell you, that hurt the day they said I couldn't have sugar anymore. Occasionally you can, but you just can't have it all the time, like it was when I was a kid. Alright, get your scoop. We're gonna get the, as we say, gourmet bowls. We're gonna scoop us a little gourmet bowl too. Alright, where is the, I'm gonna open this coffee this morning. This might work out. Hey, hey, hey. For 16 ounces. I think that's gonna do it. And just like that, coffee not to a complete boil here. Can't beat that. We'll see how coffee tastes here in just a minute. Hopefully it's good. Well, coffee turned out pretty good. It's chocolate cappuccinos from New England Coffee. It's not a bad coffee. Who said grocery store coffee isn't bad? I just need to wake up here. My bagel is pretty much store-bought bagel. It's one of those I can't remember the name of the brand, but you've seen them before. A little blueberry bagel. It works in a pinch. This Cracker Barrel in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, I slept great. I had a couple Arby's next to me this morning. Excuse me. Oh, that morning teary eye. Oh, man. But here's a little hashtag van life sitting right over there sleeping. So it was, I tell you, you use these apps. I use Allstays. It's a great app. Great app. And there's others that you can use, man. Depends on what works best for you, you know. It just seems to, you know, and I'll tell you, read all reviews on this. Just because you assume it's a Cracker Barrel, don't assume that it's going to work out. In fact, I was thinking about staying around Fishkill, New York, where I'm fixing to go through a little stretch in New York into Connecticut this morning. I'll be driving past there, and they said, gosh, you know, I'm glad I read this review because, you know, Cracker Barrels are great, but right behind it is a drag strip where they're racing motorcycles and cars all night long. There's no way you'll get sleep. So I'm glad I read that. So that pretty much, you know, and with the time that I got here in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, was best to just stop anyway, because in these vans or RVs, it's not good to be traveling at night unless you know the road and you know where you're going. You don't want to do that. You have to be very careful on that. You really do. But I'm charging up my GoPro because I'm going to need that. I really am. So we're going to get on the road here off to our next adventure. And when that cool comes along, you know I'm going to cut you in. I will talk to you guys in just a little bit. We'll keep you posted. Be cool. Bye. And we're recording. Cool. I hope this is recording. I haven't used my GoPro camera in a while. And, excuse me, I just ate a Subway sandwich. I'm in New Haven, Connecticut, heading towards Cape Cod, Massachusetts. And it ought to be beautiful. We're getting there about 3:30, 4 o'clock. Getting there a little late, but we'll get up there, excuse me, go see it, and then gonna drive up to Bedford, Maine, and we'll be going through Boston, Massachusetts. That'll be interesting, driving through Boston on 95. Oh, but it is what it is. But I'm fixing to get on the road here and make it happen. It's been a nice drive. It really has been, and there'll be more to come. And I'm guessing this thing is still recording my GoPro. So excuse me 1 second. I'm in Cape Cod. And I'm going to tell you, it takes a little while to get yourself back here to Cape Cod. This place is not exactly close to the highway if you've been out here. It's a good 60 miles or more just to get through a couple of towns. You'll go through Hyannis and Bourne and Barnstable, and you'll take another 35 miles going towards Provincetown just to get to Cape Cod. I'm staying at a place called the Atlantic Oaks RV Park, and it is nice out here, folks. Let me tell you, this is a place to stay for $49 one night. I just got a tent site. It's all I needed. That's all I need, because I didn't need hookups. And I figure, why just come out here, ride around, and go? Just stay for the night. I've got time before it gets dark to go for a drive, chill out, and see Cape Cod. So that's what we're going to do. And when I head that way, I will check in more with you on that. Well, I found my site. I know where to go on that deal. Now we're going to go drive the beach, and I want to go see the seashore. They see some of these lighthouses. With Cape Cod, it's not just one. There are several of them, and it's interesting, they say, in these lighthouses. So we're gonna see what we can go see the seashore. It's beautiful, and should be pretty cool. So I'm heading to Provincetown, which is about 20 miles from where I was at here at, by the RV park and the Coast Guard beach. There's just a ton of places to stay out here. If you're in a van or an RV, something like I'm in, you can get like a tent site. They only charge you $49 for the night. It was so nice. Everything you could possibly need and want there. There's a ton of restaurants around and a lot of things. And to give you an idea how big this peninsula is here, the seashore over here at Cape Cod, it's about 40 miles or more. I mean, seriously, it's maybe bigger than that. When I got off 195 and I had to go another 20 miles and got into what they call, and I mentioned this earlier, to Bourne, you cross that bridge and there's a roundabout, and then you take another 20 miles to get to what they call, and I mentioned that town earlier, and I cannot remember for the life of my mind just went blank, but it's a city or a town there, and then you go on Highway 6 another 20 miles to get to where we stay tonight at the campground, the RV park, and then it's another 20 to get to Provincetown. So 40, 50 miles, this whole peninsula. So gives you an idea. A lot of beaches. And if you come through Massachusetts, it really is good to come out here, spend the night, and take a day and come see it. I'm not spending a whole day out here. I'm just going to drive around for about an hour or two and then head back to the RV park and head out tomorrow. I'm debating on whether I'm going to do a ferry to Martha's Vineyard to Nantucket Island. They were real cool and handed me all the information. I'm going to look it up tonight and see if I may get up and go do that tomorrow. I think it's about a 15-20 minute ferry out. You can take the ferry and just go and then get on the ferry and come back, park your car this side. They do have a ferry that goes out of Hyannis, which is back towards the other direction where I came from, and you can put your car on that ferry. Not so sure I'm going to do that. Try putting the van on that. But we'll see. I'll look it up and see what it entails. It wasn't a lot they could tell me. They just gave me the brochures and said look it up. There are a few places that the ferry goes from that you can get there, and if that's what you really want to do. So, but other than that, we're going to go to Provincetown and see what's happening over there. Coming into Provincetown, Massachusetts, the sand dunes are right on the road, and there's like big hills to the beach. Gets high winds. It says there's a danger of it, that, sand blowing across the road. They always have to kind of sweep it off, but they tell you to be very careful with high winds. So I'm over here at the Cape Cod Visitor Center. I can guarantee it's closed after 6:30 probably. Over here in Provincetown, and there's a lot of signs about they're doing a lot of construction. I guess I came on a day where I can't get to anything in Cape Cod. But we'll see up here. There's a lot of sand dunes out here. It's very weird. Big hills with nothing but sand dunes. Almost reminded me coming in where I was going through the deserts. It's pretty cool. So, but you're on the beach on the East Coast. So, we shall see. Interesting. Look at all those sand dunes. It's a golf course. Interesting. Well, that lighthouse is under construction, folks. Nothing to see there. That's a golf course. Interesting. Well, that lighthouse is under construction, folks. Nothing to see there. I'll tell you what, it is so nice out here and quiet. It's not real windy like I thought it would be. Not hot, man. And it's just a nice breeze. It's about 75 degrees. Now this whole seashore runs a good long ways. I'm just at one point. The Nauset Lighthouse we couldn't get to. They had construction going on. I'm at Coast Guard Beach, which is people leaving the beach, showering, heading out here for the day. But I'm going to drive towards that direction to Provincetown because there's other places. That's probably where the big lighthouse is. But it's nice out here. And in fact, I'm going to turn the phone around and get the view of it. It's absolutely beautiful. And you've got a view of your ocean. It's the Northern Atlantic Ocean, as you can see. It's beautiful. That it is, man, I tell you. So, apparently there's some history here where the Mayflower came in. Around Plymouth, which I'll pass Plymouth going towards Boston. There's that Plymouth Rock, famous Plymouth Rock. I think we need to go see that. But the National Park Service, like I said, the Park Service oversees all this. And it's really cool, very clean. As I said, the RV park I'm staying at, the Atlantic Oaks RV Park, is so nice. Wow, it is nice and pretty cool. So, I've had a friend of mine that told me, he said, be careful getting in the water up here. There's a great white shark. It's infested with great whites, and you have no idea if you step off into a shark hole or something. So, but they're everywhere up here. We've got them down south, but not like here. They migrate south somewhat. So, but we've had sharks. That's no lie in Charleston. So, off to the next. Well, the one thing I've forgotten about here today, and I just realized, is my GoPro camera takes great video. It really does. I love it. I need to start using it more. However, I really need a gimbal bad. I need to go get one that fits that GoPro. This damn thing's stuck up in here again. And I'll do that. I've got a gimbal that's for my iPhone. Haven't even used it, but I'd have to use one for this. They do carry one on Amazon for GoPro cameras, and I need to get it. You'll see on the video here that when I'm going through Martha's Vineyard, that it's shaky because I have got this in my hand, and I have a stand that's kind of a selfie stick. You know, you can extend, and it's sitting on a stand now. It's really cool. I mean, it's got a little button I can auto start the camera and Bluetooth if I want to do that, which I'm not. But be it that it may, I want to look at the gimbal I've got and see if I can rig it to use for this until I get one, but I just would have to use it, indeed. I was just worried that the camera wasn't recording, and it was actually recording very well. The lens is wide. I love it. It works out just perfect. I had forgotten that, indeed. But anyway, great day. The drive was great. I got up from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania this morning, about 7:30. Made my coffee, and I drove through Pennsylvania, went in through New York, and went over the Hudson River to where Fishkill, New York is, by Sing Sing Prison, which is somewhere I don't want to be, and I'm sure you don't either. Big prison though, God, it's huge. But it took you through into Connecticut, like through New Haven, Danbury, Waterford, and around the Rhode Island, and into here to Massachusetts. So tonight I was like going to cut through here and then go up to Bedford, Maine, but I was like, yeah, let me go see Cape Cod. Problem is, I get here and everything's under construction. You can't see anything. The one lighthouse I wanted to see, you could see it, but you couldn't get to it. They wouldn't let you park. They were rebuilding facilities for the beach and everything, and you'll see me over at the Coast Guard beach just walking around, but I didn't go to the beach, just kind of the overlook a little bit. But you know, Cape Cod is something you can come through and stay for a day, like overnight, and just drive around. The island's huge. When you get to from 195, coming off of 95, you'll drive a little ways, and you'll drive about 20 miles before you get to a town called Burn over the bridge, big bridge, and then another 20 to where I'm at now, and then there's another 20. So you're looking about 60, 65 miles from that point to Provincetown down at the end of Cape Cod. Is a little town called Provincetown. Beautiful little town, a little strange, but it's really a cool community. You better have a big bank account if you're going to live there. I'm sure it's not cheap to live in Provincetown. It's just a little village, you know, New England. But it's going to get pretty cool and interesting as I get on up the coastline. I'm going through Boston tomorrow, and I'm going to go through a little slip of New Hampshire and then into Maine. Either tomorrow or the day after, depending on my time. I'll go to Bar Harbor, and then I'm going to go to right there to Acadia National Park. It'll be pretty cool. I was going to take the ferry and just go. You don't want to take your car. It's expensive, like $70 to take your car over there to Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket Island. It's beautiful. It's a good experience. But I think I'm going to wait next time and come with some other people, come with someone else to go over there. It's $10 a person to get on the ferry and go over. And there's about 2 or 3 different locations. The best one is like from where I'm at here is go back past that town I was talking about, Barnstable. It's weird. Barnstable is what they call it. And you'll go to where Bourne is when there's a traffic circle at the bridge, and you'll go 28, I think it is. It'll take you all the way to the point where 28 is called Foulmouth, and you will park there. There's a park and ride. You'll get on the ferry, and 15-20 minutes takes you over. You know, the town of Martha's Vineyard. It's an island. It's a pretty good sized island. It's something to see. But I'll go past Plymouth. I'll probably stop at Plymouth on the way up. Actually, probably I will, because if I'm going up, they call 13 Highway, I'll go right to it, and then it'll take me into Boston and throughout. So, but anyway, I'm going to get off here. It's been a great day. I've been driving a lot today. I'm trying to do some stuff on my computer, and I'm going to get to a point where I'm going to be staying some places for a day or two at a time where I can relax, get some more music done, and especially when I get up into Michigan and stuff. We get some places where I can actually sit and work. It'd be cool. So, but it's beautiful. It's a great drive. It's good to get out. I'm telling you, set time, no matter what you do in life, set time to just, no matter what you're doing, make time each year to get out and just plan sections of this country to just get in the car and drive and go see this stuff. I mean, something about being in the car and seeing it and driving back roads and doing a lot of things you can't see from an airplane. You can't, can't see on the interstate unless you get the back roads. You can see more. There's a lot of things. It just depends on what you want to do. Just going to see these places and experience it. It's fantastic. It really is. So, but anyway, I will keep you posted on anything else cool that comes along. We are definitely on it. Got a lot of traveling to do, a lot of cool stuff that we're going to see across country. And I appreciate you for coming along. I hate today there wasn't much to see. Cape Cod was kind of a bust, but it's beautiful. It was a great drive. It was great to come at least see it. Indeed it was. Anyway, be cool. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you again. Have a good evening. Bye.